Emptiness is something most of us experience. Emptiness is this horrible feeling that is difficult to shake off. We could feel lethargic, or we have this hollow feeling inside us. We feel we cannot process neither happy nor sad emotions. We might even think that nothing matters. Life lost meaning. We're not sure of our goals, or we question the purpose of life. We're like outsiders, seeing ourselves sink into this void. Feeling of emptiness can be very scary. And I remember that feeling when I experienced emptiness. I just was lying on bed. I felt I can't move. I just wanted to lie down, do nothing, think nothing, not speak with anyone. I wasn't interested in any activities. And this happens to all of us because emptiness does not come from outside. It comes from within, and it can affect every aspect of our lives. Psychologists give various reasons why we can feel emptiness, and I'll just mention a couple of them. It could be sudden changes of circumstances, whatever that is, whether it's losing a job, health issues, people get divorced, children leave their nest, and all other sudden circumstances that happens in life. Being very busy, not having enough rest, maybe even taking care of everyone else and neglecting ourselves. And this emptiness, it can come gradually or suddenly, like a thunder on a sunny day. Solomon, the richest man in the Bible, in the book of Ecclesiastes, declared over 30 times that life is meaningless. Despite his lavish wealth and wisdom, 700 wives and 300 concubines, the best food and wine, Solomon felt emptiness. Only by the end of Ecclesiastes, Solomon realizes that nothing in this world can fill the void he has if he leaves God out of the equation. Only God can make this meaningless life not empty. So how about us? How do we deal with emptiness in our lives? Because emptiness does not go away on its own until it's filled with something. And it's up to us what we will fill it with. Will we fill it with alcohol, drugs, other substances, maybe even overeating, or binge watching Netflix, YouTube, and so on, maybe compulsive shopping, because we live in this consumer culture that often capitalizes on feelings of emptiness by promising fulfilling with this or that product. Sadly, all these activities I mentioned increase our feelings of dissatisfaction with our life, even if they feel good for a short-lived moment. Mother Teresa thinks similarly as King Solomon. She said, it's only when you realize your nothingness, your emptiness, that God can fill you with himself. She knew how to get rid of emptiness by allowing God to fill her life. Ephesians 7 verse 18 says, do not get drunk on wine, which leads to debauchery. Instead, be filled with the Spirit. Emptiness can be a wake-up call to turn to God, the only one who can turn our emptiness into fullness. He can fill us with his fullness, even if around us still emptiness and nothing changed. It's important for us to face our emotions and stop avoiding how we feel. At times when people feel overwhelmed, they turn off their emotions, and by repressing these feelings, we might end up replacing those feelings with emotion of emptiness instead. My recommendation is start dealing with emptiness by putting maybe a timer, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and spend that time by exploring all that we feel. And maybe even write it down. Do not be anxious or fearful to face all that you are feeling. And as you explore, if you realize that your emptiness is linked, let's say, to a loss you experience, and whatever that loss is, whether it's physical, emotional, financial, allow yourself time and space to grieve openly. Reach out to friends or family and confide how you feel. Other ways to deal with emptiness is connect with people through hobbies, through mutual interests. Maybe save time for yourself every day, even just a few minutes when you disconnect from everyone else. Or exercise, read, take a bath, because different activities work for different people. But above all, whatever we'll be doing, whatever we will be replacing this emptiness and filling ourselves, let's involve God and ask Him to help us, as Mother Teresa did and King Solomon. Instead of emptiness, I want to pray and declare over you Romans 15 verse 13. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. See you next time.